Hello. The plan was to name this episode Skinning the Cat, but I've got things to say about a thing that I've seen. We're gonna be doing puzzles, and in the meantime I'll try to squeeze that in. Booting, pretending. Maybe I should have gone with my Slice Republic system. Like, maybe I can do it with T3 since you're already here.
What?
Well, that let me still one. Well, how about we save and see what we can dig out? I've barely started off of a save. I've barely loaded the game and I'm already saving to see what we can fuck up. Computer Slice Republic system. Open submarine bay doors 100 spikes and disable local power grid 125 spikes. I think I'm gonna just make a hard save here and almost put it up to vote. Do you want to see what happens if you actually spike all these things? What's gonna happen? Because I don't think I'm gonna bother, and with that I'm also not gonna bother spending that one spike to really not do anything. Could you use computer spike repair parts? That's still the wrong icon. Like, we need spikes, so we need I would need to find 100 spikes, 200 really if I want to do both. Up to vote. It will be a separate save. It's not gonna really influence anything. But roleplay is roleplay. That's content. You want to see it? I'll do it. I'll do it. Right. Log off. Right. I'm still gonna go with T3 because he's a machine. He knows it better. That's definitely how it works. Decrypt Sith pass card. What have we got? Load description layer. Description layer success. Do I need to? No, I clearly don't. Accessing additive matrix. So we're adding things. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 14. It seems like we're adding 1 plus another one, right? 1 is 2, 2 is 4, 3 is 7, 4 is 11, 5 is 16. Next would be 6, 22, right? Continue. Accessing subtractive matrix. 21, 18, 16, 15, 15, 16. So we go -3, -2, -1, +1. Where am I? Something. -3, -2, -1, -0, +1, +2. That's 18 again. They couldn't hack it, by the way. That was too difficult with a supercomputer. They couldn't hack it. Accessing multiplicative matrix. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. That seems like powers of 2 other than 1, of course. So 64. And then divisive, sure. Stop dividing the society. Terminal sequence 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, should be 2. Yes, accessing exponential matrix, so that means something, I'm sure. That doesn't ring a bell, but since it's the future, I'm just gonna fucking Google, not the solution, but I'm gonna Google what's exponential matrix, is what I'm gonna Google. Exponential matrix. In mathematics, the matrix exponential is a matrix function of square matrices analogous to the ordinary exponential function. I think we're gonna go with the function, not actually with matrix. Oh, the exponential function is a mathematical function denoted by a function of x being exponent of x, or the notation, where the argument x is written as an exponent. Sure, obviously. The function of exponential is being exponential. That's what I'm getting so far. The otherwise specified term generally refers to the positive valued function of a real variable, although it can be extended to the complex numbers or generalized to other mathematical objects like matrices or Lie algebras. I don't like being lied to, I don't know about you. Taking powers of a number, repeated multiplication, but various modern definitions allow it to be rigorously extended to all real arguments, x excluding irrational numbers. It's ubiquitous occurrence in pure and applied mathematics. That doesn't matter. So looking at the graph, it looks like a function of a thing being raised to a power of something, definitely. And then there is also the terms used. There are asymptotes used as terms in here somewhere, which would mean that the values never reach 0, but they are getting closer to. So they go from 1 to 81 and then down from there. Exponential function has a constant as its base and a variable as its exponent, but not the other way around. If a function has a variable as the base and a constant as the exponent, then it's a power function but not an exponential function. So it's supposedly that we're always doing it for x, but the powers change? Or like we take the x, but the x's will be the power and not the result, the value on the directly. and then we'll like root it, and then we're gonna plot it on the graph. How to find the formula for an exponential sequence? First, identify 2 points on the graph. We've got a bunch. If one of the data points is the y-intercept, 0a, then a is the initial value. If neither of the data points have the form 0a, substitute both points with two equations with the form f and x equals abx. I'm not following. Oh, I think I get it. I was reading all that and it wasn't really necessary, I don't think. So we've got 1 times 1 is 1. 32 is 6 times 6, so it's the power, the value of the power of the value. Yeah, I'm sure that makes sense. 9 times 9, then 64 is 8 times 8, then 5 times 5 is 25, so we've got 1, 6, 9, 8, 5, and then what? I guess 9, because that would be 3 to 3, to the third. I'm going with 9. Continue, accessing logarithmic matrix, yeah, that'll be better. Terminal sequence pairs. 1 and 0, 8 and 3, 32 and 5, 128 and what? I remember the logarithm is the third opposite of rooting and also raising to the power. So sorry, I don't know the proper names for the... Maybe it's exponential. Anyway. What I said is correct, it's just not professionally termed. So we can raise the thing to the power, we can root the powered thing to get the result, and we can also have a result and the base. Sorry, that might not be the professional term. And what we need to do is find the power that it was risen to. So 1 would be 1 to get the result of 0. Oh, is it the other way around? 3, 8. Oh, yeah, I think I get it. 8 and 3, it's 2. It's 2 risen to the third power, that gives us 8. So 1 risen to the 0th power is 1, right? What's the definition here? 35 raised to the 5th power is 2, of course. And 128 to which power would be 2 again? Oh, it would be 2, right? Because whatever risen to the 0th power is 1. So it's 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. I might... so it's like 6? No, that would be 64. 7. Card reprogramming. Failure. Oh, I fucked it up. Well... Error. Decryption failed. Card unusable. Continue. Well, we're gonna try again, and I don't know where I fucked it up. It doesn't tell you. 622, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, 18. That must be correct. 2 is 2, 2 is 4, 6, 62, 64. Must be 64. That must be 2. It shouldn't be minus 2, that would be too much of a jump in the sequence. Right, 32 to the is not 6. So it should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Right, because 1 to 1 is 1, then 2 to 6th to 4th. Then 3 squared would be 9, which would be 9 times 9. Then it would be 2 squared, that's 4. Well, that's wrong. It's not 2 to the power of 4, it's not 2 squared of 2. We need it to be 16, right? Is it like a square of 2? Like, it seems like a sequence, right? We've got whatever, and then from the end 5, then it seems like 4, then it seems like 3. It would seem like 2 and 1, but whatever power we raise 1 to, it will always result in 1. And we were trying to find the last value. Is it just 1 again? Because it would be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 to the 6th. Let's go with 1. It probably doesn't make sense. Oh, I fucked up. Well, we keep going. There's infinite number of cards that we can use. I'm still convinced that at least we got the beginning right. Because this can't be 8, 9, 10 and then what, 7? 8, 7, 9, 7. This isn't. This could be 9, but that's not 7. That's not. Well, that is 8, but that's not 7. What sense does that make? 9, 10. 2 to the power of 10 is not 32. Oh, also 25 to 5th isn't 25. It's 5 times 5 is 25. So that's 2. That's 2 or 5. I can hit the solutions at random, but that's not the point. It can't just be 1 because it's 6, 5. Then it's 9, 8. And that'll be 2, 1. Because we can square any... well, square. We can raise anything to the first power and it will be itself. But that's not to say that we need to raise 1 to that power. So all are valid. Alright, so I think we've got the case of the thing where you read out ones, 2 ones, and then since you read out 2, now you have to take 2 into consideration for the next thing. Unfortunately for me, I found the solution being, I was right about 1 being whatever, and then 32 being a 5, and then 25 being 2, I guess. Because how it goes is 1 to 6th is 1, of course, but then we've got the power of 5. What are we raising to the power of 5? Well, 2. So we've got 1 risen to 6th and 2 risen to 5. I was too stupid to figure that out, so everything else is 3 to 4, then 4 to 3, then 5 to 2, and then 1 to 6. 6 to 1 actually, so it's 6. So that's what I got wrong. I was too stupid to figure it out. Clearly I should work for the Republic. And that should be right? And this should be 7, I just got it wrong. Card reprogramming success. I never had the exponential thing. I've never learned about that. Who does that? Who does that? You barely do logarithms, but you do changing powers for changing bases. For reason of what? Right. So we've made it. I basically haven't made it. Well, there we go. So we've got the card.
Yes.
However, fortunately, the social thing will be way easier because no person who plays video games is autistic and would have easier... Well, that's specifically why it's here, isn't it? You've got the math for autist and the person for the regular human interactions. Of course it is. I'm gonna hit the control panel maybe with T3 again. Because I don't know if we're gonna hack things or why is this here. Energy cage status, no prisoner detected, cage inactive, log off.
Sure.
Can I walk in here and then... oh no, I can't. There's an invisible wall. So this controls that cage. This controls that cage. There is no controls for this cage. Do I talk to this guy? Because I know it's gonna be a dialogue interface. I don't know if I'm gonna be interfacing with the prisoner or with this guy. Well, only one way to find out, isn't it? Let's go with the prisoner. Well, I guess it will be the prison guard. That's gonna be our interface here. Alright, guy, start jabbing him.
Do you want to interrogate the prisoner?
Totally. Also, we haven't been given any experience for quote solving unquote. Not for me. Obviously, I don't deserve it. But I won't. Now I'm guessing I'm not gonna get any experience for solving this shit. Yeah.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from forced persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
Hey, what do I have to work with?
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
A catch?
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
I detect a pattern here, unlike the fucking math puzzle. Fucking kill me.
It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
So technically you're supposed to find a sweet spot between truth serums and all you've got to work with. He supposedly is married because we checked it in the computer, and as we all know, on Manan, everyone could just Google anyone and see if they're married or not, their fucking social status, social security number, fucking driver's license, fucking everything. In plain Google, not in any .gov domain. Okay. Also, it can't be a plant either for a fake story if he gets captured and tried to be interrogated. And also, he won't be faking that he is being broken over her and feed us false information anyway. That's what I would have done. I'm so fucking smart. If only I was smart enough to figure out. The prisoner looks dazed. He has been injected with a dose of truth serum by the Republic officer. It's up to you to try to persuade him to talk with you now. Well, stop talking to him, inject him with the neutralizing agent and start over with a new dose of truth serum. So technically, to not just reload the save, even though we have a save and can reload it anyway, you can just keep trying through the interface until you actually hard fail. Right, so I think we should start with talking, and then maybe he'll spill something, and then we can try again with more doses. I don't really remember. Obviously, it's fine. Like it's a problem that I can solve afresh, anew, instead of just recalling the solution. So interrogate him.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you. We know about your companion. Maybe we should do something about Tila. We should technically ease it in. Relax, I'm not here to threaten you. There are interrogation techniques that yield a lot of success when you're not actually threatening the guy of harm to him, because that often yields false information. Instead, you want to do what that super German interrogator did, which is being nice to them and feeding them false information that they're willing to correct, and that's where they're blowing their cover. So let's try that. I'm sure they've thought of everything. Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
Why would you think so? Fuck, you know. All I've got is persuade, which I've got low charisma for, and no ranks. Cool. We're the only ones who will take you in now. If you talk, we can make it worth your while. Obviously, bribe. He's a spy to be easily bribed. I don't want to hurt you unless you make me, so that's specifically the opposite of what we just said. We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your Republic is weak, and will soon fall at any rate.
Good thing that we drugged him so that he can muster all this bravado and bolstering, and boasting as well, and insults against us. He was so dazed just a moment ago. I don't think more of this will help, so let's try something else. We know about your companion.
What companion?
Oh, you know, the guy. I don't know if, again, it is persuade, so it might be working with our skills. Also, we still have, it's the second thing that we're in right now, but we're not getting any force persuade options, so thanks for leading me in that, I hope you Jedi have the right force to use in this situation, and then we can't use it. We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyway. So we can set him free instead of trying to get anything from him, right? If you don't tell us, he will suffer. Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him. That's an interesting approach. Because also he's a Sith, he wouldn't mind someone else suffering, right? We had that on Kashyyyk. Prisoner dilemma. Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him. That's basically the same. But it's also cool that the guy is picking up what we're throwing down and leaning into whatever we decide to do. Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him. That makes no sense. Why would we do that? What? I don't know. It seems weird enough. Maybe we should go with that. It probably won't work and we need to drag him more. Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him?
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
Ah.
The Sith are not that easy to fool. We would see through your petty deceptions and destroy you for the way you try to humiliate us.
So you say, let's try something else.
What do you want?
And now he's confused again. Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We could make life easy for both of you here in the Republic. That's the thing that I wanted to talk about. Instead of threatening him with violence, we should give him cake, take him on walks, talk, or something may happen to her. We have her already. She may be spared if you talk. We could make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
Yes, it could be so much easier.
We don't want to press any of that, I don't think, because that would ruin our first impression. We should instead go back. Let's try something else. Oh, that just neutralize. There is no option to just give him more serum instead. We can just start over. Maybe we should start over and work from Tila down to something. I think that's the solution, because it's like picking locks. Oh, I'm so smart. If only I could figure it anyway. I just didn't have the knowledge. It's not that I didn't have the smarts. I should have figured out. I've got like 300 IQ on a bad day when sleeping. And inject him with the neutralizing agent and start over with a new dose of truth serum. Interrogate him. Maybe we should talk about Tilana. We could make life easy. Yes. Let's try something else. We know about your companion.
What companion?
Oh, you know, the guy. He will suffer, we don't really need you. If he's fine to live in the Republic instead of making her suffer, like, we're not threatening to make her suffer, why would he fall for a friend or even just an associate if he was receptive to being more like rewarding rather than punishing for what he's doing? We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyway. So that would seem like he's not useful to Republic, maybe. So instead of giving you the chance, you and Talana, we will work with the other guy. Let's go with that. That makes sense in my head. We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyway.
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
Ha! The Sith are stronger than you. Each one of us. You'll never break us.
Should I keep pushing this then? Or maybe I should start again and go with the other one. Maybe we should have gone with this. We might still try. I don't know. Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him. And then you won't be in the Republic, and that will be shit for you?
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily. But they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Man, that's also we've solved it in no experience. That was easy, and I was kind of right about all this. So, I am so smart. If only I was able to fucking figure it. This is a perfect opportunity to actually invoke the world building of the Star Wars alphabet with names of the letters like I don't know them. Not only don't hardly know them, but also I don't know the names. Like, isn't one of them Ardek? Like in the Old Republic, some of the bases or outposts are actually named after letters, and those are the correct names of the letters. Instead of Zeta and Alpha, I could have invoked like whatever I said, Ardek, and then whatever the Star Wars for Z is, right? And then also he says 24. He says 245698 Alpha. I'm trying to solve this. Are you trying to solve this? 24 double 456. That's in order of addition. Then 98. That's backwards. Like, you know, and I was just solving the thing, right? So now you're thinking with portals. Now you're thinking with solving sequences of numbers. Fucking 1 to 6th is then 2 to 5th, and 3 to 4th, and then 4 to 3rd, and then 3 to 5th, 2 to 5th, yeah, and then 6 to 1th, yeah, 1st, sure, right. Also, yeah, so we've got that, and now the last thing is to go to their hangar and just shoot them the fuck up. So leave a comment telling me whether you want to see me hack the Republic to first off open the door because I can, or just fucking disable their power and maybe have the guy run away. Not even after the interrogation as well. Before it as well. That's double content. If you want to see double content, I mean, fucking vote. Cast your vote right now. Tell your friends. If we get 30 billion fucking likes, I'll do it. Everyone counts, so you gotta like it. You should subscribe as well. And we'll see each other in something I play for you for free, of course. You should share that video with your pals. And if you don't like it, well, it's entirely your fault. I hacked the system, I hacked the guy. That's more impressive than math. Right, so see you back at the hangar. So on a bit of a side note maybe, the interrogation could have worked not so much because I knew the best interrogation technique because I'm interested in Nazis. It's more like maybe it's thematic as well, where the Republic isn't trying to extract information by torture and pain and intimidation, but rather by kindness and offer of help. And a little bit of lies and subterfuge. Like, they're doing the right thing, they're letting you go, but everyone else will think bad things about you anyway, right? So that could be thematic, and that could be on brand. That could be well thought out. But is it exactly what the guys wanted you to do? I don't know. Right. So we've got this. Oh, hey, there we go. Third Jedi Apprentice, hey, hello. So, it's humans, so what are we gonna do with humans? You know, the typical. Oh shit, grenade. There's a lot of them and they're very spread out, meaning it's hard to really get all of them. So let me tell you this. Recently, I saw a guy, Mr. Big YouTuber, was complaining about his channel not doing well. Maybe I should just do kill, or for Storm, sure. And you know, anyone who's big and not doing well would complain. Anyone would complain that things are not going well. Oh, that doesn't work at all. I complain about things not going well. But you know, he's a big channel and he says, oh no, YouTube is not promoting me, the algorithm is not picking up my shit. He shows his graphs that he's losing subscribers, he's not gaining subscribers, that the shorts are not working out for him. And his content is alright, it's like informative, it's not screaming to the microphone, doing Fortnite or anything like that. Or some dumb TTV click who does dumb shit and has massive simp following. He's like doing something informative. The content is alright, though I do hold a grudge because he is conservative, which of course is terrible. It's like a guilty pleasure, but that I actually give him the view. But to my defense, to my cope, I do use an ad block. And the content that everyone knows him from is not political, that's not his main thing, so at least there's that. But you know, it's a big channel and anyone can fail at any point. So that's the hangar, we're not taking that to get to the side entrance from the other way into the Sith embassy, the Sith base. So we're just going back and entering through the main gate. I think that was the plan. Just because you're a big channel right now doesn't mean that you're gonna stay a big channel and you're gonna continue to prosper. And what he does doesn't really doesn't have low cost like if what I'm doing, where I can just sit alone here and edit a video once a week, essentially. He hired people, so he's spending money on other people instead of just on himself. So he's got it hard, and I don't really mind because of course he's religious, so why would I care, right? Pray to your god harder. That will fix it. Sometimes large channels just die and you won't do anything about it. You should have prayed to your god harder, or maybe instead you should have prayed to the algorithm. Because, you know, we're materialists and naturalists. That's not the word. Yeah, materialists, so of course algorithm is our god. Totally. That's their cope. But yeah, it's possible to fail. Your videos are not picked up by the algorithm, only, you know, he gets tens of thousands of views while I don't. And see, you know, small channels would be told or people will just release this little tidbit of knowledge for new YouTubers saying get an extension and see when do people actually watch your videos, and then when you're uploading you should keep the schedule of when they're online watching your videos, so that whenever they get on they'll be served your videos right away. And of course, in my case, and I'm pretty sure in nobody's case it's not working. In everybody's case it's not working. Like, I'm uploading a video at the time that I was technically supposed to. I've got it clued in by the plugin, and what happens? Well, for 4 fucking days the algorithm doesn't fucking pick it up at all, and then at the 4th day it skyrockets to like 1,000 impressions or more, or thousands even. And which video does well? Well, I don't know. It's not like people watched it because it wasn't promoted, and then since they didn't watch it, they don't know if it's good or bad. So it's not like it is bad for them to not see it, quit it. So that's a mystery. Sometimes the algorithm just not pick it up, and I don't know why. Is it because of the tags? Like I was yelling when YouTube shadow banned me after things were going pretty well. I had those thousands of impressions on some episodes, got some views, things were looking up, and then I uploaded that thing and it just got pretty much silenced. And the only thing I can think of is that it was in the hot moment when that Turkish cockroach, image stealing, content stealing, video idea stealing, name stealing, joke stealing, low effort React cunt who also stole a wish from a Make-A-Wish Foundation girl, bitch. I was talking about her in no unclear terms, calling her also a Turkish cockroach, just like now. Maybe that influenced it. Maybe the tags were the most important thing for the algorithm. You wouldn't know. Will this video be picked up? I don't know. Will it not be? Can't tell. What can I do? I don't have tens of thousands of views, at least not now, nor do I have tens of thousands of subscribers, but at least I don't have to try to feed a bunch of employees of this thing. So, right, YouTube wasn't supposed to be an enterprise where you hire people so that now you have to pay them. But anyway, like, he gets to scream at the algorithm and complain that his channel isn't doing well, but I don't, because I'm not big enough, so I'm doing it as a hobby and I shouldn't expect it anymore. Well, you shouldn't expect it anymore either. And so he sits there on his throne saying, if only the tens of thousands of you viewers chucked $2 at me, we'd be sustainable. Yeah, you know, if you guys chucked a bunch of money at me, I'd be sustainable too. You know, if all my subscribers just threw $5 at me, I'd be fucking sustainable. And to think that poor guy with his multiple channels, with thousands of views, with sponsorships and ad revenue, he's having a hard time, guys. We need to save the rich conservatives. As if he gets to complain how bad he's got it, and demand of YouTube to keep him afloat. Mr. Diplomat.
Only people who have business with the Sith are allowed inside the embassy.
I know I not only have this pass card, but I also know the passcode. It's hold on, it's I also remember this one. It was Zeta245698 Alpha, but also the other one that I wanted to show off is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. If you know the reference, leave a fucking comment and like the video, motherfucker. I have this pass card. I worked on it very hard, and this is the legitimate thing that I've got. Should I go with the passcode because I actually cracked that legitimately? We won't be able to show both. I have this pass card.
If you have a pass, why are you bothering me with it? Just go in.
Can I pester him some more?
Only people who...
Yes, I have this passcode.
Oh, really? You mean someone like you actually has some real purpose inside? Well then, what is it?
Well, it's not even options for you to remember something, but fortunately we're covered on all grounds. Zeta245698 Alpha.
Yes, well, I suppose you really do have some business here. Head on in.
And that's it. Fortunately we had both opportunities to show off. And also, let's pester the guy and say, you know what? I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go to your private hangars. I'm gonna get a ship and just visit you from the back door. How about that? And what would be his reply? I don't fucking know. I'll be going now.
Go.
I'll be going now to your private hangar to take a trip to your back door where there isn't you in the way. So that would be it for today, though. So I'm just gonna elevator down.